Hey, welcome to opening day edition of Sunday Night Football with Bengal Jim and friends, guys. So, hey, we're somewhere in an undisclosed location, west downtown Cincinnati. Our drive-in tailgate. The lot holds 100 cars. We have 40 spots pre-sold, 40% capacity. People are wearing their masks. People are doing the right thing. We're staying distance. We're outside. What a beautiful day in Cincinnati, and cannot wait, if you can see this, to watch the game on our Jumbotron.
And the Bengal Gym Show on the Jumbotron. But welcome, everybody. Gorgeous day. We had a little rain here this morning. It looks like it's cleared up, and we are ready for the debut of Joe Burrow here in Cincinnati. Jamie?
Let's do it. Jamie, what's going on, buddy?
I can't wait, guys. It's like Christmas morning.
I did not take the time to find out another city in Canada, Jamie. I don't care right now. Sorry. So let's go ahead, man. We got a lot of guests coming on. We have Ken Anderson opening up the tailgate today. We have Geoff Hobson we'll talk some football with. We've got people dialing in from Canada, England, Mexico, fans dialing in for our virtual tailgate. But let's go ahead and get it started, guys. Let's bring on Kenny and see how he's doing.
Hey,
Kenny,
good morning,
what's up,
guys.
buddy?
Kenny.
Good morning. How you doing?
Great. I'm actually sitting in my car in the parking lot at the beach down here in Hilton Head. My granddaughters came in yesterday, and you know what better way to get ready for a Bengals game than spending a couple hours at the beach having a couple of adult beverages. And then we're headed down to Rockfish and Seafoods at Bombora's, our Bengals bar down here for kickoff at 4 o'clock.
All right, so Kenny, I know you don't have a beer in your hand probably sitting in the car, but we want you, if you could, to officially toast and open up the tailgate, the first tailgate in Cincinnati in 2024, so if you could. We're all saluting. We all got you. We're all back here.
Well, if I wasn't sitting behind a car that was running, I would have a beer with you. But all I can say, it's a new day. It's a new era with Joe Burrow and Cincinnati. Hoo-day, baby.
Hoo-day, baby. Hoo-day. Thank you. All right,
Awesome.
Kenny, man, I tell you what, man, it's great to have you on opening day here. The excitement in this city hasn't been like this. I'll tell you, Kenny, probably since the Super Bowl years. That's how crazy it is here in Cincinnati right now. That's how excited people are. Expectations are high, which is where they need to be. But opening day, give us a Ken Anderson story on opening day. Give us a good one there, Kenny. I know you probably have a lot of them.
Well, I think the one that kind of stands out to me is my first opening day as the Bengals starting quarterback in 1972. And we were playing in New England against the Patriots. And, Jim Plunkett, who was the number one pick in the draft the year before, was their quarterback. And so, I'm always nervous before a game. I don't sleep well. And so I was kind of anxious. But we went out and we had a pretty good day that day. That we beat them 31-7. And to show you how different football is, nowadays as compared to then, in that game, we scored 31. I was 10 for 15 for 102 yards and 1 touchdown. Jim Plunkett, they were behind all day. He was 9 of 17 for 117 yards and 2 interceptions. And, Essex Johnson, Jess Phillip each had a rushing touchdown. Trumpy caught a pass. Lamar Parrish had a 51-yard punt return. But the thing I remember most about that is that I think NBC was doing the game, and Johnny Morris, the old Chicago Bear receiver, was the color commentator for that game. And, I grew up in the Chicago area, big Bear fan. So, he was kind of an idol of mine. And so he was down in the field and wanted to do an interview with me for the star of the game. And I thought, well, this is pretty cool. Then when the interview ended, he gave me $50. And I said, this is even better. I get paid to do this. Well, that was the only time I ever got paid for a post-game interview in my career. So that was very memorable.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. So Kenny, man, oh man. So you've had. I'm sorry. Was that the home opener? Or was that away?
No, that was away. That was
okay.
in New England, the first game of the year. So, and that we came back the next week and we won in Cincinnati, and I think that year we started off 5-1, and we kind of faltered at the end, ended up 8-6, and we were a year away from winning the division and going to the playoffs.
What a cool opening day memory. Well, we've got you on, Kenny. We want to remind everybody those 3 items that you graciously donated: the signed Augustana jersey, the signed football, and the signed retro pumpkin head helmet. I think Jamie's going to pop the link up here And we want to remind everybody about the charity again. We're going to announce that winner at halftime. They still have time to register. Jamie's got the link right there. Tell us a little bit about all that cool stuff you signed for us.
Well, we decided a couple years ago, and I've had jerseys, the Bengal jerseys, the throwback jerseys are what I like the best. And we thought it'd really be cool to have some of my college jerseys. And so we've got one of those. And then the helmet, I love the throwback helmet. If you look on the inside of that, that's got there's no padding in there. It's just it's just a suspension helmet. So, when you got hit in the head, they say you got your bell rung, and that was why, because your head was ringing with that helmet. But I think I've signed it, 4-time passing champ, 4-time Pro Bowl, 1981 MVP. And so those helmets are very rare. And then, of course, an autographed football, how can you go wrong with that?
No, those are all awesome. A lot of people have asked. Obviously, we literally have people from all over the world watching this show, participating, flying in. So we want to remind everybody there's definitely still time to donate, and you do not have to be present to win. If you're from Mongolia, Netherlands, wherever, we will ship it to you. Feel free to sign up, pay your donation. It's cheap as $14. There's the more you buy, the better discount you get on tickets. And we're going to announce that winner at halftime today of the show. And again, thank you to Kenny, and 100% of the proceeds go to Kenny's great charity at the Kenny Anderson Alliance.
Yeah, Kenny, we're close to $3,000 today. So we're hoping by halftime before that drawing, we can get to $5,000 with the help of the diehard Bengal fans across the world and across the country. We're going to get there for you, Kenny. These guys have done an amazing job at this point. It's been awesome.
Well, Jim, I appreciate all you've done, for our foundation, and this is so cool. And I hope you got a chance to see Keystones with Kenny last Thursday night. Had a nice little shot of your koozie on there with your silhouette and kind of plugging things. And we appreciate everything that you do. And I just, like I said, I can't wait to get back to Cincinnati. And we may not be able to go to a game, but I can sure come down to your tailgate.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Well, Kenny, Jamie, got anything for Kenny? We told him 10 minutes. We're pretty close to our time, so.
Kenny, go enjoy your adult beverages and get ready for the game.
Is there anything better than a Keystone Light at the beach to get ready for a Bengal game? I don't know.
All right, Kenny, one last thing as we close here. Give us your prediction for today. I want Joe Burrow stats, and I want the winner.
Well, I don't know about stats. The thing that I'm going to kind of really be watching is what the play calling is today. I know we've got a lot of weapons on offense. We've got Joe Mixon signed to a new deal. We've got Giovanni Bernard. Our defense is going to be better. A young quarterback's best friend is a good defense and a good running game. And so we'll see how Zach Taylor's going to call this game. But, I think we got a lot of excitement in Cincinnati. And like we said, it's a new era with Joe Burrow. And I think we get off to a good start with a win today.
That's what I want to hear, big dog. We're with you, man. Kenny, thanks again. Enjoy your time with the fam. And I know you'll probably are you going to be at the a bar somewhere in Hilton Head watching the game today? Or
Rockfish, Seafood, and Bomboras. Rocky's got us down there. We got our table all reserved. We're ready to go.
All right, brother. Have a good day, Kenny. Thank you.
Thanks, Kenny.
Guys.
Appreciate
Have fun.
it. All right.
Who day?
Well, the
It's
sun's
been a day
out.
at the beach. It's sunny here in Cincinnati. We're right close to the beach and the Cincinnati Ohio River right here.
Yeah.
Now your undisclosed location here, guys, is the train a giveaway or?
Yes, it is. That's a giveaway. Everything's a giveaway. It's no walk-ups, prepaid, no walk-ups. Don't try to come. We've got security here. Kick you out if you come down here.
Well, we obviously have a lot we can talk about. Obviously, the biggest news today is the Joe Burrow era is starting in Cincinnati. Something Bengal fans haven't had for a while here, guys, is a little bit of hope. And I don't know. How are you guys feeling about today?
James, go ahead. Yeah.
Excited. This is, like Christmas. I think we've waited for this day for a while. We got that number one pick here. I don't remember being this excited when we had Carson, simply because the year he was drafted, he sat that whole year. So it's a different NFL now. The rookies are thrusted in something cool. Joe's the only rookie quarterback to get the nod in week one. So It's gonna be fun. You know, he's got the weapons. Hopefully the line surprises us. But you know, the one thing I like about Joe that Andy didn't have is that elusiveness and can scramble when needed. So if the pocket breaks down, we could see him, run for 10 or 15 yards without even trying. It's a great start to the year. We got Mixon signed. You saw yesterday all the other running backs get those big contracts that around the draft class of Mixon. So we got Joe on that hometown discount, and we're excited. It's a new day and gorgeous day here in Cincinnati. We're here with a bunch of our friends. Honestly, I didn't know if this day would happen with everything that was going on, but it's turned out great. We're glad we're here. We saw a lot of college football games yesterday kick off, and
hey James, how did Syracuse do yesterday, James?
They covered the spread. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. But,
before we get into some of our own predictions and bringing some guests on, you guys want to, Jimmy, can you show people what this tailgate looks like for us fans to be there?
So this lot right here, so this lot right here holds 100 cars, and we did 40% capacity, so we have 40 cars that prepaid. So as you can see, our food truck just arrived. We've got our jumbo and our buddies from 16 lot. So cars are just starting to pull in. Everybody's doing a good job. If they're in their area, they don't wear a mask. If they leave their area to go to the food truck or the porta potties or visit somebody else, they're wearing a mask. It's people, no walk-ups. If you're watching this now, it's important that we maintain and do this safely and do it correctly. And we absolutely have that covered unless we get a bunch of people trying to walk down here to this tailgate. So good stuff. And what's really cool, guys, is that I'm sorry I'm carrying my laptop around, so I'm literally going to put it down. So give you an idea. We're literally butting up right next to the practice facility right now. Troy Blackburn just came by 2 minutes before the show came on. He does a little run, him and Katie, they do a run in the morning all the time, the Riverfront run. And he heard us down here. He heard the music. So he comes up, says hi to us. He just wants to tell everybody they are as excited as the fans of Cincinnati. The front office is just as excited. I did ask him about Gino. I said, this better not be a long-term thing. And he said, Gino's probably 50-50 Thursday, depending on how it goes, but likely 100% back for the following week if he doesn't make it for the Thursday game. But how cool is that? Troy Blackburn jogging out, made his way to come down here, at least say hi to us. I tried to get him on the show, but he had to rush back. But it was really cool to see Troy and him hearing that from the family, us hearing that from the family. They're as excited as us. This morning, as I come down here, I go to Kroger's, local grocery store in Cincinnati, get some balloons, fill up the gas can, and Jungle Joe back there, baby.
Hey, boy, Jungle Joe.
So I go into Kroger's, and I kid you not, I bet 2/3 of the people had Bengal stuff on. I carry out 10 orange balloons, walk out to the bus, throw it in there. My entire drive all the way downtown to Cincinnati was people hanging out the windows, beeping, yelling, "Hooday!" The excitement in the city is, if you're on social media, you feel the excitement. If you're off social media, it is that you can feel it out here as well. So it's a lot of fun, man. It's been fun to get to feel this excitement. Again, we don't know if they're going to win today, guys. I think they're 16-0, so they start off today. Regardless of what happens today, man, the positivity in this city is really really fun to see.
Well, let's talk about today's game. So we asked Kenny for some predictions. What about you guys? I'll start off really quick. I think I'm not going to predict the score, or I'm not even going to do stats like Kenny. But I'm going to say Joe's going to have himself a game. I think back to – do you guys remember the RG3 game when he made his debut for Washington? He came out and just had a game. I think that's going to see from Joe Burrow today. I think he throws for 3 or more today. That's my prediction.
You know what? I got him on every fantasy team. All 3 of my fantasy teams, I got him. He's starting, so he's going to put up huge numbers. But kind of along those lines of the LSU, we saw what his running back did last year. Clyde Allaire there for Kansas City, man, he was impressive. He was impressive, but not that Kansas City needed another weapon, but great player. I think those two right now, your early favorites for Rookie of the Year, and it's going to be exciting for them to battle. But I gave Joe the nod in every fantasy team, so put up some Madden video game numbers today. 4 touchdowns and 490 yards.
I think it'll be 3 or more. What about you, Jimmy?
You guys are awesome. See, I'm going to flip it a little bit. I still say there's going to be issues, rookie issues early. Okay, he's got to figure some things out. Speed of the NFL. Here's my prediction. Joe Burrow has a little bit better than average day. The guy that's going to have the game is Joe Mixon. He's going to get tons of carries. He's going to get a lot of screens, a lot of passes out of the backfield. He is going to light it up today. Joe Mixon, that's our player to watch today on offense. Joe Burrow will have a good day, not a great day, but Joe Mixon will be the man. I'm thinking he's at least 3 or 4 touchdowns today, one of those being a receiving touchdown, if not another one of those. So my prediction is the Bengals defense will probably play better than what people are thinking, even without Geno. I'm going 24-14. Cincinnati gets the dub before we head to City up north this Thursday night to play.
You know, the one thing we used to do, Jimmy, we used to have the Bengal Gym player of the game, and it might not be what the writers did, but we need to continue that. You know, I just enjoy when Fat Randy has a good game. That way, we can make him the player of the game. Maybe it'll be the last second field goal he kicks, and we're going to give him the Bengal Gym MVP of the day. But no, it's going to be fun. You know, I can't disagree with Mixon having a good day. You know, and the one person we haven't talked about is AJ Green. AJ hasn't played in how long? You know, coming back.
Seems like 2 years.
Yeah,
it is been 2 years.
Yeah, so you know, I think if he plays the full game, I think he's going to find the back of the end zone today. So you know, that's exciting, and I think Jimmy, you said it on another show. That's your vote for 2020 Comeback Player of the Year.
Comeback Player of the Year, brother. Comeback Player of the Year.
I think Green gets one. I think Boyd gets one, and I think Uzama gets one. That's my 3 touchdowns that I'm going to.
Hey,
I think he's friend of
the program. CJ's got to get one today. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now,
exactly.
You guys, I know we're waiting for some guests to come on, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Did you guys see the hype video that the Bengals put up today for the season?
Yes.
Okay, so we got some people watching the stream right now. I'm going to just take a quick minute to play this. It's only a minute and something long. Give me 1 second. I want to play this video because this gives me goosebumps. You guys good with this?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here you go.
The Bengals end the season on a positive note as they beat the Cleveland Browns 33-23.
That's why we pay.
Hey, we finished it the way that we should have been executing the whole season. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to feel like. And that's the way we expect the Bengals to play football.
The Cincinnati Bengals. And there was a report that they were going to be active in the early stages of free agency. And they have been active, spending more money than they've ever spent. My belief is going to be they're just trying to win.
The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
This kid, Joe Burrow.
Maybe he's on to Cincinnati. I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
They have had some success, but they need Joe Burrow to up the ante. The Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback, LSU.
We feel confident that given the right pieces, the right coaching, can put us in a position to have great success. We don't rule ourselves out of any game or any goal this year.
Okay, I don't know about you guys, but watching that is like watching the Christmas Story the night before Christmas. Like it's
So Jamie, just to let you know, James is locked up right now. He's kind of froze, if you can see. But yeah, that video right there, if that doesn't put the hair on your arm standing up, brother, I don't know what does. That's great stuff again by the Bengals social media team. Outstanding stuff they've been doing all year and even into last year as well. So good stuff.
Yeah, man. So what's the schedule down there for the tailgate right now? You got the food truck down there. You got people. Is everyone there yet? Has everyone that bought tickets shown up?
No, we're probably right now, I would say, looking at the parking lot, out of the 40 cars, we're probably about 25-30% of those cars have showed up right now. We got the porta potties just showed up, the food truck's here, so we're ready to go. It's going to be a long day in this parking lot, and it's going to be a fun celebration today, too.
All right, Jimmy, I'm going to go through. We got a lot of comments here. I just want to throw some shout-outs, acknowledge some people here chatting. We got Jungle Joe said, Jamie, what's up? I think he's down there, right?
He is. Jungle Joe's here, man. Jungle Joe's here.
What up to my buddy Jungle Joe? Wish I was down there with you guys. Lindsay throws out a who day. Monica, let's just go through a few of these. A lot of excitement here. Who freaking day? We got, let's see here. Who day from Brazil. We got our buddy
Alex. What's up, big dog?
We got Sam over from Who Day Nation as well saying, Who Day, let's do this. We got a special one here. Jimmy, you want to tell us who this is here?
That young lady right there is older than 17 years old. That is my wife in that picture right there. So just to let you know, she's older than 17. So I'm tired of people making fun of me marrying a young girl.
Geoff says Joe freaking Burrow's the next Candy Anderson. Well, that could be good.
I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day.
Ryan Bengals says, too funny when Ken said when you get hit in your helmet, you got your bell rung. Yeah, you saw those old helmets. There was no padding.
Yeah, real quick, make a comment on that. Dude, if you ever watched any game clips or film from Kenny from the 70s, even in the early 80s, man, he took some ridiculous shots. I mean, I'm talking head ringing on the concrete turf. That dude today, I don't know how old Kenny is, 65, 70, I don't know, 70 years old probably. He is as sharp as a tack, man. He remembers details of stuff from games. Remember, last year we had on, we played a video clip, and I just wanted to make a comment, see if he remembered. Not only did he remember it, he gave us the whole series. What happened after that? Amazing man. It's not only a great quarterback, a great human being, and the memory that these former players have of these particular plays. They love it. They love talking about them.
All right, we got some breakdown here. We get off to a great start this year. If we can pull out the win versus the Chargers, then Thursday we take on the Cleveland Browns, who are going to be beat up from facing Baltimore. I could agree with that. Dave Houday from Thunder Bay, Ontario, a fellow Canadian. Great to see.
Hey, Jamie, listen, just a real quick moment here, just to let you know. We just scored some tickets for the Cleveland game in Cleveland. Only 6,000 people in there. We are going to be there. We are going to be there.
Nice.
Cannot wait for that.
That's good to hear. We've also got Martin. Tailgate looks great. Houday from the UK. James, you're back?
I'm back.
All right, buddy. And so obviously we're going to have a bunch of fans coming through today. I've actually got one in the waiting room right now. This is actually a guy from my hometown, Canadian fan. We're going to
bring him on. Bring him on.
Miles, how are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, guys. Happy Burrow Day, everybody.
Hey, buddy. Hey, good to see you, man. Hey, so just let everybody know. So we got Miles. I'm sorry, from where? Thunder Bay? Where at?
No, he's from Brantford. He's from my hometown, buddy.
No, nobody can live in Brantford with Jamie, man. That's kind of that population of like 2 up there, man.
There's only a few Bengals fans here in town, and one doesn't have internet.
So just to let everybody know, so we got Miles from Brantford area. We got folks calling in from Mexico, England, and some other areas. We'll see who dials in. This is going to be our small virtual tailgate. I know not everybody could be down here with us, but we've got a handful of people dialing in from around the world. So, Miles, welcome, brother, man. Welcome. Have you been to Cincinnati before, Miles?
I haven't yet. I would love to. I've never been. I've been down to Ohio before. I visited Canton, but never made it down to Cincy.
Got it. But you understand
that next year. We'll change that next year.
Can you get there, Jim?
Hold on. Give it a sec here. Let's see if it catches up. Here, go again, Jimmy.
Hey, Miles, you realize that jersey's on backwards?
Yeah, well, I had to represent, man. I pulled this is an old Palmer. I took the nameplate off and then got a custom plate put on it, right? I'm still waiting to get my official Burrow, but this will have to do for now.
That's great. So, so tell us, how did you become a fan, Miles?
It's a good question. It's something that I get asked all the time. I think it happened right around the time that Marvin Lewis got hired. I was just kind of getting into football, and it seemed like everything was kind of like they had a new stadium. They had the new jerseys with the new logo. They had, Chad Johnson, and they just drafted the #1 overall pick, kind of like they just did now for a quarterback. And it just seemed like a new day in Cincinnati, and nobody could really accuse me of being a bandwagon fan. So I don't know. It really stuck.
That's hey.
So Miles, we had Kenny Anderson on, and we've been doing some predictions. Let's get your prediction for today. We're looking for game prediction and Joe Burrow stat predictions for today. What do you think?
Joe Burrow, I think if they can hold off the pass rush, he could be good for about 2 touchdowns. I think he's going to do really well with Tyler Boyd. So 1 for Tyler Boyd, and I don't know.
Think
Is
AJ
AJ good to go? Is AJ good to go?
AJ's good to go.
All right, let's give one to AJ. So we'll go. Say he rolls for about 250 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Just to be fair, we'll give him 1 inner. And,
no negativity, Miles. Come on.
Well, I mean, Jimmy, you're kind of on that same. There's going to be some. I mean, he's a rook. He's a rook.
Yep.
He's going to be a whole different game. You got Bosa's going to be chasing them.
Yeah.
It's going to be a true test today. It's going to be a true test today.
Gino's out now, so I think our pass rush is going to be a little not as effective as we'd like it to be. So I think it'll be a close one, but we'll go. I don't know. Let's go 28-21. Houday, Bengals win it. Straight up. Let's go.
Perfect.
Love it.
Good job.
We'll take that all day, Miles. Get big dog.
Miles, thanks for coming on, dude. Thanks for making time to come on. Enjoy the game today. We got some other Canadians here. Houday from Guelph, Ontario. Listen to that. Look at this. This is the Canadian invasion going on here. Miles, we're gonna get like a Canadian fan club going. What do you think? We should work on that.
Absolutely. Let's get a bandwagon down and just
All right,
head
let's
down
do
to
it.
Delta when we get down there.
Let's do it. All right, brother. Listen, thanks for coming on, man. Enjoy the game today.
Thanks for having me, guys. Houday.
Houday, buddy. Houday.
Hey, is James? Is he back?
I think he's hold on. I think he's working, but he was kind of walking a lot. He looks like he's heading back right now.
All right.
We got James is all over the place. He's running the jumbotron. He's doing everything there. So he'll be back.
We got
in a second.
Houday from Montana. We've got Houday from the UK. Now, Steve and Geoff, are they down there?
Steve and Geoff are here. Yeah, they are actually. They just pulled in. They got a spot over there.
Cool. There's Hey, James. What?
He can't hear you. I got my headphones on. He's gonna pop into my laptop here, if we can do it.
All right, let me go through some of these. Where we go? We got Houday from Mixon's hometown, Oakley, California. Big Mike says, Houday, let's get this win. We got a Houday from England, Coventry, England.
Heck yeah.
Let's see.
Boatload of people from England.
We got some people watching.
There's Adam.
Go, Houday, fellas. Can't wait for kickoff. Thanks for getting us hyped. Let's see. We got a season day here from Paul. We got a lot of people here, guys. Houday from the UK here.
Hey, out of all the countries, I'm telling you right now, we got fans from across the world, just great diehard Bengal fans. I would tell you the top 2 countries volume-wise, it's close between Canada and England. I'm telling you, Jamie, I'm sorry, brother, but it's close. Our friends from England, man, there is a boatload of Bengal fans in England as well. Canada, we know we got a boatload.
Here's the advantage England has: the NFL don't come up here and play games. I mean, they did a couple with the Bills. No, we want to see the Bills. We just drive 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We don't need to drive, So England has the advantage for sure because they've had Bengals football actually play in their stadium there. So I think that's going to be the advantage. Let's see. Carlito's asked the question here. Great virtual tailgate, fellas. With no fans allowed in the stadium, is the Bengals allowed to put fake crowd noise in the stadium? Do you guys know about this, what they're doing?
Yes. Actually, it was funny. Yesterday, as I was downtown, I pulled up to the gate in a Bengal bus, and the Bengals were piping in crowd noise and doing the jumbotron, doing things. They could see me in the end zone. I can't see they could see me trying to take videos. Every time I would pull my phone up, they would stop the video because I was trying to. But you could hear the crowd noise. They're piping crowd noise in. I forget the decimals on it, but they're absolutely pumping in crowd noise for the game.
Yeah, because if you guys watch I know we all tuned into the scrimmage. They use the crowd noise during the scrimmage, right? So it's a good way to get practice for that. Let's see here. Of course, got a lot of people saying this. Wish I could be there. Houday. Let's see. We got Houday from Northeast Ohio. Houday from Toledo. We got a Houday from Iowa.
All over the country, baby, and all over the world.
And all over the country, all over the world. Bengals fans are hyped. Like James said, we haven't had an excitement like this. Miles just talked about how the excitement when we had Carson Palmer. But, as James said, it feels so much different because Joe Burrow wants to be part of this team. He wants to play. There was no prima donna BS. There was no sitting out. There was nothing. Hey, Jimmy, we got Geoff Hobson in the waiting room. You want to bring him on? Let's talk.
Let's bring on Geoff.
All right, here we go. And I got James as well.
Mr. Hobson, why are you doing it at home? That better be your office down at PBS. Come on.
It's my office. Sure, it's my office. Jack's right there.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
My office. Yeah.
James, you have to unmute yourself, James.
Okay, we should be back and going. Hey, Geoff, thanks for taking time with us today. I know today is a crazy busy day for you. So just let's talk about the game, Geoff. So funny, as we're setting up down here today, Troy Blackburn jogs right by us, taking his daily jog, came by and said hi to us.
Yeah.
So he was giving us a little on Geno Atkins, obviously not playing today. And there's a chance he could play Thursday night up in Cleveland. But tell us about that defensive line today. What effect does that have with Geno not being in today, buddy?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, you got a Hall of Fame candidate that's out of the game. I think the good thing is the Chargers are also banged up. Mike Pouncey's not going to play their center. Their offensive line is banged up, and the two new guys they picked up in the offseason are hurting, and they were questionable early in the week. They're playing, but that's not it's not a great match for either club really. I think it does show that the two guys they picked up in the offseason, I think are going to pay. Actually, in the last month, are going to pay benefits right away. And Mike Daniels and Christian Covington. So I think we'll see. I think we'll see them have an impact right out of the chute. Obviously, we'll have to because Geno's not playing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think what we see with Geno not playing is obviously we're going to plug in somebody else. With the Chargers losing Mike Pouncey, now they not only lose their starting center, but they're shuffling their guard to center, replacing a guard, and moving guys around. So I would think that have more of an impact on them than us, and certainly losing Geno Atkins along the defensive front.
I think it's also going to be to me, it's going to come down to how they stop the run. The Chargers aren't going to try and win this game thrown. They're going to try and protect Taylor. Tyrod, he's 23 and 21-1 as a career starter, but he averages 24 passes a game in his wins, and he's 2 and 14-1 when he throws at least 30. So clearly, defending the run is going to dictate how this game goes, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, we talked a little.
Sorry, guys. I was just going to say the news now is that Mike Williams looked like he is playing for the Chargers today. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think they always. I mean, that's no surprise to the Bengals. I don't think. I mean, he's clearly. They got two pretty good weapons, Williams and Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's very good. He's the. He's the West Coast version of Tyler Boyd. But I think that Williams is obviously he can be he can be an X factor in this thing. But I'm not sure he's going to be going at 100%. But then the Bengals aren't 100% at corner. Their big free agent corner is not here. The guy who they thought was going to be backing him up, LaShawn Sims, is probably not going to be active. So you're with Darius Phillips and the cast of thousands opposite William Jackson III. So that's not the greatest, but you got to remember that Phillips played 109 snaps last year and led the team with 4 interceptions. So I don't think there's any problem. Those first three across the board, Jackson, Phillips, and Mackenzie Alexander in the slot, that's a big upgrade over the last opening day. But after that, they're going to be, if something happens to somebody, they may be scrambling. But I think the same thing can be said to the Chargers because I don't think you can pencil in Mike Williams for 50 snaps either.
Yeah, for those watching the stream, Geoff, you're inside Paul Brown Stadium right now. What's the feeling around there? I mean, I know it's limited personnel, everything in there right now, but is there –
Well, from an individual standpoint, I'm just trying to stay alive. So I'm making sure I masked up. There's security people that I didn't know were going to be here. So that makes me a little nervous. So, I'm a 2-mask guy. So I made sure I had my mask on. And I just don't think it's going to be – Jamie, I just don't think it's going to be any different than what we've, for a scrimmage or a practice this past month. I mean, that's the one good thing about it. When Zach worked in the stadium a couple times, that's pretty much what it's going to, that's what it's going to be. I clearly there's less buzz around here. There's less people bustling around. I mean, you could get in here 4 hours. I usually get in here 4 hours before a game, get a workout in. The staff room was kind of always buzzing with staff people that worked out, getting ready for the game. You don't have that. In fact, the staff locker room is taken over by the officials. I don't use the staff locker room anymore, but the people who do, they were out of there 4 hours, before the game, because it's where the officials need to be dressed. So clearly, it's just a different. Can you imagine, 60,000 people in here waiting for the Joe Burrow era to get kicked off? Can you imagine?
It'd be nuts.
But I think once the thing kicks off, I think we'll all get wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Joe Burrow buzz, Geoff, and we appreciate you joining us. What's kind of got lost is the return of AJ Green. We mentioned him a little earlier before you came on. What can we expect from AJ today? Is he going to run like he was 100% healthy, run his normal plays? Are they going to keep him, as needed on a limited basis? What can we expect out of AJ today?
Really don't know. It's a great question. I mean, I think he'll be a field. But will he be what AJ was the last time we saw him? He was making that sliding huge catch from Andy Dalton in the last 10 seconds to beat Tampa Bay back here on October 28th, 2018. That's really the last time we saw him. And he was in the middle of a hell of a season. He was sniffing 1,400 yards. Is he going to be a 1,400-yard AJ? I think with Joe Burrow, he probably is going to be. How soon? I think that's why I think you're probably going to see all 7 wide receivers up. One of the reasons is because Mike Thomas and Alex Erickson are very good on special teams. Both had a hell of a camp. But I also think the other thing is, this might not be vintage AJ opener as far as playing him 52, 54, 62 snaps. It may be 30, 35. But we'll see how the game goes. I think we all think this thing's coming down to the end, and I would expect him to be on the field.
Yeah.
Down the stretch.
Yep. So, Geoff, man, I tell you what, and again, you've been in the city for a long time, just like us, but I don't know if I've ever felt this type of excitement this early in the season for a team to hit the field here. I know you feel the same thing. What do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I feel this is this could be the guy. I'm thinking everybody's probably thinking the same thing. If this guy is as good as,
how much time do we have? Yeah.
If this guy is as good as people say he is, this might be the guy. But it's also the other thing too, Jimmy, and you've lived through this before. All you guys have. There's always a demarcation when eras begin and when eras end, and I think we all knew when Andy hit the pylon on that touchdown run in the finale against Cleveland, that was probably it. And we know now, this is just like you felt when Carson Palmer was taken over in 2004, when Andy took over in 2011. I wasn't here in 84, 85, but, when Kenny was, although the torch wasn't passed as, quickly or as cleanly to Boomer, I'm sure it was the same type of snap, crackle, and pop. I can only think back, what was it like 51 years ago when Greg Cook got the start, University of Cincinnati, going back to Nippert Stadium to make his first NFL stat against the Dolphins. I would have liked to have been in that building and to have heard that adrenaline, even though there were only 25,000.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Well, Geoff, look, man, we're excited out here. If we could be in that stadium, we'd be there. We're trying to sneak in and dress as green seats, but I know that's not going to happen. But I wish
you'd come in as a couple of tight ends and we'd run the thing 40 times.
Yeah. I'm just glad you didn't say left. Hey, I've lost some weight, Geoff. I am tight end weight now, not left tackle weight. So I'm good. Thank you. Make me feel skinny. Thank you.
It's one of the strengths of the Bengals team right now. They're tight ends. But
that's right.
Really appreciate what you guys are doing. I appreciate what you guys are doing for the fans and what you're doing. It's really a godsend, you guys. And that's why we're in here doing what you guys are doing out there. We're doing it for you guys out there.
Yeah, Geoff, and again, we're just a very small fraction of what's going on. There's a bunch of other virtual virtual parties going on. We're just doing our thing and just bringing the Bengal community together, not just locally, and across the country and all over the world. we got a battle right now between the most fans between Canada and England. Jamie's fudging the numbers up there in Canada right now, Geoff.
I'd like to know what the numbers are. I'd like to know what the numbers are in Baton Rouge and Louisiana too.
Oh yeah, oh
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
But Geoff, we appreciate your time, buddy. Thank you so much, and have fun today, man.
Thank you for having me on. Thank you for all you do, and have a good one today.
Thanks,
Thank
Geoff.
you,
Appreciate it.
See you.
Thank you.
See you.
Jamie, you're missing it. People are bringing us drinks here.
And no one's even home to bring me anything right now.
I was going to say maybe Aaron will bring you something.
I'm empty.
I don't know what this is, but it's delicious.
It's got peanut butter in it. It's got peanut butter in it, whatever it is. It's
Got
cold.
peanut butter. It's good.
So I know we're expecting a couple of our fans from overseas to hop on. They haven't connected yet. I know it's probably early morning or late night. I'm sure at some of these locations people are coming on. The chat's going crazy, though, guys. We got a lot of people from all over the world, all over the U.S., obviously. We've seen some people all over Canada. We've had the U.K. We've had Mexico. We've had Brazil. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else that we've had. If you guys are watching this live, throw where you're repping Cincinnati from.
Or throw a question up there that maybe you want to talk about. Maybe what you're most excited for today, what you're looking forward to for the season. This is the start of something new here. It's a gorgeous day, and we're excited for the Joe Burrow era to begin for sure.
And as
Jason just threw this up. Hude from Clover Grove, Ohio. First home
Clover Grove
I've missed since 2011. I think a lot of people.
Hey, Jason, just to let you know, brother, I got a streak going back to 1992. There's an asterisk by this game today, okay? Don't worry about it. The streak continues when they let us back in, brother. I just wanted to be down here close so I could see the stadium, Jason. I feel the same way you do, buddy.
You know what? Along those lines, there's a lot of people, obviously, with myself living in Indy, there's people that have gone to the Indianapolis 500 for years and years. And the IMS, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, issued like a proclamation for people that couldn't go this year. As long as they watched on the radio or TV, it counted as being in there. So I don't see any reason why we can't continue that. Yeah, there's an asterisk, but, the streak continues. Totally out of our hands, and we're doing the best we can wherever you're watching across the seas.
I know I'm getting accused of throwing this in Canada's favor. Okay, but we've got Kevin, Don, and Xander.
Hey guys.
Yes.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? Hey, Kevin. Hey, I know we've had you on before, but I could not. Hey. We had no choice but to invite you again because Jamie would have came down and kicked our butts if you didn't get you on because he wanted to thank you. He wanted to thank you for that flag personally.
Thank you so much for this, man. This is great.
You're so welcome. When we the very first time that we met at the draft party, and I guess I didn't know that you're Canadian. You mentioned our flag, and I turned to Don right after we're done and said, "I'm getting that guy that flag."
You make them, so that's where it came from.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you very much for that, guys. So we actually just had another Canadian fan on as well, Miles from my hometown. So we're gonna start a Canadian chapter, I think. The Bengal Gym Tailgate Canadian edition.
Let's hear from Xander. Xander, what are you up to, buddy? Hude, you ready for the Bengals game today?
Yeah.
What do you got in your hand there? Is that Hude?
Yeah, it's my stuffy.
Awesome.
Stuffy,
How you
yes.
doing?
Straight from PBS, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Xander, when I go to bed at night, I have one of those too, and I suck my thumb too when I sleep with my stuffy.
And nobody doubts it. No one's doubting that.
Hey, Don. So, Don, what is it like right now living with a crazy guy like Kevin during opening day of football for Cincinnati? Come on.
I picked out this outfit he's wearing.
She's worse than I am. She dresses me, right? So
every Christmas, it's like, oh, what Bengals gear can we add this year? So I can't put it all on him.
Nice.
It may have
all right,
him, but I have taken over.
Yeah, by far.
Hey, Xander. Hey, who's going to win the game today, buddy?
Bengals.
Yes.
All right.
Best prediction all week right there.
That's right.
Simple to the point.
I also have just a little comment to make. previously draft game, I remember being asked favorite players, mentioning one of mine being Alex Erickson on special teams. All of you scoffing at me. And about 10 minutes ago, I just heard somebody say how good he is on special teams.
Why?
Scoffing? Who's scoffing?
Who said that?
I think that was directed at Bengal Jim. Bengal
The
Jim.
exact response was, "Who is your favorite player who is still going to be on the roster?" Is what it was.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
John,
Hey,
in all fairness, I prefer Alex Erickson on the special teams over Cody Core. So I'm good. Not a Cody Core fan here at all.
Oh, goodness.
So what are you guys doing for the game today, Kev? You got a spot at the house? You got to go somewhere to watch it? What are you guys doing?
No, we're staying at the house. Actually, surprisingly, the game's being broadcast on our just regular TV. Normally, we have to sign into a streaming service or go to a bar that has NFL Network. But yeah, we checked it out, and we actually have it here today. So we're making nachos, making wings, and just having an in day at the house.
That's the way to go, brother. That's the way to go.
That doesn't surprise me that they're picking it up as a national game either, because the storyline obviously today is going to be Joe Burrow, #1 overall pick, and as James alluded to earlier in the show, the only first-round quarterback that actually made the team as the day one starter. Everyone else is going to be riding the pine, so it's going to be a good storyline for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, we heard that food. What's your favorite Canadian beer up there?
Oh, well, I'm cheap. So
So what is like the Jenny Light in Canada? What is the cheap beer in Canada?
like if you want to go bargain basement, it's either TNT or Boxer, but yeah, but no, actually right now, nothing right now. I'm still up on my roof. I'm hacking my chimney off my roof right now, so no drinks pregame yet.
All right.
Hey guys, joke?
Hey,
we quickly. He wants to tell a joke. I want to hear this joke.
Yeah,
Gotta be PG-13.
Foster Road.
Why?
Because he had to lay eggs.
That's
good enough reason for me.
There you go.
There we go.
You have better jokes than James. I tell you that right now. Xander, good job.
Sure.
Hey, listen, Kevin, John, Xander, we really appreciate you guys. We really appreciate you guys making time to come on, representing Canada. We're in a little bit of I didn't know this until today, but there's a battle between the Canadian and England fans to see who comes out on top. So
I just
close.
heard that came on, yeah.
It's close.
It's close.
All right,
I think the British got you by a hair right now, but you guys can catch up. I'm just saying.
Good. They don't have flags over in Britain, though, so we're good here, guys.
That's right.
Anyways, it's
Guys, thanks so much for coming on, guys. Enjoy the game today.
Thanks, guys.
all right.
Good seeing you guys.
Cheer loud, Xander. Good seeing you, buddy.
Good day, buddy.
All right, we got Paul from the UK. He has something to say about this, I'm sure.
Paul, it is close. It is close. The Canadians and my friends from UK. It is so close right now.
We're all friends, though, Paul. We're all friends.
We are. There's room for everybody, guys. Come on now. But I must take issue. We do have flags over in the UK.
Yes, I knew you'd say that.
I didn't know that you were on when I said that.
No, he called you out, Jamie.
Well, look at you guys. It's all happening, isn't it? Amazing stuff.
The show goes on. The show goes on. But, we're trying to do it responsible, Paul. We've got a gorgeous day here, and we're all excited, as I'm sure you guys are over there. We're ready for the new era of Joe Burrow football. And what's the buzz among your UK folks?
People are going nuts. We've just done our first online tailgate of the season, which is something that we started last year, but we've taken it on to video this year. People are just going absolutely nuts, man. It's just I've been a Bengals fan since '86, so I've seen a lot, and I know that it's different. Well, it's easy to get. We all get excited before every season, right? But I've not seen the level of excitement for this season in a long, in fact, ever. I don't think. I think it's fair to say. And people, it was like the night before Christmas. I'm sure it was like that for you guys. I know that you were up early, sort of sorting out the tailgate stuff, but oh my goodness me, people were tweeting saying they were getting up at 5 a.m. this morning because they couldn't sleep. We had one guy on saying that he was up at like 2 in the morning. It is literally like you're a kid and it's the night before Christmas, and now it's here. And what have we got now? We're just coming up to about 3 hours before kickoff. A lot of Bengals UK fans here are cooking because it's now 10 to 6 in the evening. So people are starting to get their kind of football food ready and football booze ready. The 6 o'clock games or 1 o'clock games for you guys are about to start on Game Pass and Sky Sports over here. Out of nowhere, this season is starting because, when I say out of nowhere, there's been so much stuff going on in the world, as you all know. I honestly didn't think we'd get football. At one stage, I honestly didn't think we'd get it. But now we're here, and it's going to be a bit different, but I think the important thing is that we've got football, and just bring it on, basically. Bring it on. It's been a long, long year, man.
Do you have
Paul,
any...
Hey, look. Go ahead.
You...
Paul, I know it's you guys have been doing all kinds of stuff over there. Very organized fan base outside of the States, which is amazing what you're doing, Paul. But talk a little bit about, you guys have been doing a podcast. You're getting ready to hit your 100th podcast. You started a YouTube channel. Talk about some of the things you're doing as we kind of build this Bengal community together.
Well, it's grown sort of exponentially over. I mean, we're actually going to celebrate our 5th anniversary of the first ever meetup for Bengals UK later on in December. But really, it's grown exponentially. We got a huge boost when the team came over in 2016. In lots of different levels, we got a huge jump in followers. I'm a big believer in not charging any membership fee to any fan group member. So really, this is an umbrella organization, and my big thing is community, and it's all about kind of leaning in on each other. And actually, during this weird pandemic and scary pandemic, we've been talking among ourselves in the community. Some people have had the virus. Some people are scared. Some people are stressed. Some people have had work difficulties. They've been laid off from their jobs, and the community has been actually and very gratifyingly a help to people. We had as you know, Jim, the watch parties during the summer, which we actually kept going for the equivalent of a whole season, because we just felt that people needed an escape for a couple of hours on a Sunday to watch a classic Bengals game. The fact that we always won those classic Bengals games was a bonus. As for the podcast, we started it about 2.5 years ago. Everyone was doing one, so we thought, well, we'll do one and give it a go. And I underestimated again, this sounds quite pretentious, and it doesn't mean to be, but the power of, there's lots of fantastic American podcasts, right? You listen to Paul Dana Jr. and Jay Morrison's athletic podcast, and the Cincy Jungle guys, and the Cincinnati Inquirer guys. We're well served by media, I think. So we thought we'd have a go at our own, and it surprised me actually how successful it's been, if I'm being honest with you. We have great fun doing it. There's no doubt in that. It's really good fun to do. But the level of guests that we've had on is incredible. And also, it's given UK fans, it's almost like a flagpole around which people can gather in the UK. It's kind of, yes, we've got all this great American media, and we're well served by those guys that I've just mentioned. But having something of our own has been a real kind of thing for our followers in the UK. So yeah, listen. I'm quite competitive, and I'm quite think outside the box. So I'm always trying to come up with things that no one else has done before. Little stunts. So last year we brewed our own beer, and we had a meetup where people came along, and we drank, cleared like 200 cans of beer in a day. We do have meetups, as I say. We did the watch parties. We were the world's first fan group to do an online tailgate last year. So if I'm blowing my own trumpet, I apologize. But it's kind of like, I like to think that we kind of push the barriers. But at the end of the day, it's fantastic fun. And the sport is the sport, and we all get on. We all love the sport and watching the team play and support the team. But what's been really fantastic is the friendships that we've made, both in the UK and with you guys over in the States, and the community that we've built. It's been an incredible journey, really, and long may it continue. I'm loving it. It's great fun.
So, Paul, you're in for a long night, right? Because your kickoff's going to be what, 10 o'clock?
A little after 9 o'clock, so not too bad. So it should be finished by 12:30. But when we're talking Thursday, that's going to be a different story. That's going to be some tactical napping involved, I think. What time are we looking at? I think it's going to be about a 1 a.m. kickoff, so 4 o'clock finish.
Yeah.
But at least we get one out of the way early doors. So,
Paul, it really means a lot. It's, as this Bengal community continues to grow online, it's just really fun to be part of it and to watch it grow. The positivity around it on social media, which didn't used to be like that. Paul, we're glad that we're part of it with you and all the other Bengal fans across the world, man. It means a lot, brother. And 2 times to London to watch the Bengals. We had a beer with you, buddy, and I hope we get to do it again soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, Jim. And what the beauty of there's lots of bad things go on Twitter, and I could go on about that for ages. But the real good stuff about social media is that it is social, and we've made. I always remember, Jim, when I walked into the Admiralty pub in 2016, you were the first person to say hello because you'd seen me on social media. And it's like, we've made friends for life. You know what I mean? Both over there. Look, I'm sat in my bedroom in London and I'm talking to you guys in parking lots in Cincinnati. That shouldn't happen. It's weird, but it's also fantastic, And I think as a fan base, we do punch above our weight. We're noisy, we're fun, and we're welcoming and inclusive. And I don't know what a community to be a part of. I think it's fantastic.
Awesome.
Hey, Paul, I do want to tell you, this is the first time I'm sharing this since 2016, so it's going to go live right now.
Uh-oh.
When I met you in London at the bar, I thought you were much taller until I saw you in person.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, Jim. Thanks very much.
I'm just playing, Paul.
Yes, I am about 5'7", but I am also about 5'7" wide as well. So
absolutely.
I do look like a rectangle walking into the room, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it was great to meet you guys, and all the Bengals fans that came over. I know they had a really good time, and that was. I mean, we were kind of like really worried. It's like, oh my God, are they going to have a good time? They spent thousands of dollars coming over here. But you know what? Every Bengals fan that we saw and met just had the time of their lives, and a lot of them came back last year as well. So, I mean, I can't wait to come back to Cincinnati. That's my big thing. I was planning to come back this year, but it's going to be next year, I think.
Well, Paul, listen, man, we appreciate you making time to come on. Thanks for coming on and representing the UK fans on our little virtual tailgate here.
Anytime. What you guys have done with that tailgate, that drive-through tailgate, the logistics and the putting it all together is just sensational. So hope it goes well over there. Enjoy it. Be safe. And let's hope for the big W later on, yeah?
Awesome.
We're masking it up, Paul. We're good to go. Thanks again. Who day, buddy?
Who day, guys. Have a great time.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, listen, we're coming up to the end of our hour-long special edition of Bengal Jim's virtual tailgate live broadcast. This went pretty good, guys. We got some fans from Canada, the UK, worldwide.
We had a group from Mexico that I think maybe had the time zone mixed up. I don't know, but we had a big group from Mexico. We're going to dial it, but no big deal. Let's go ahead and close this out. Just go ahead and close this out, Jamie.
Well, Jimmy, I'm just saying it was a big day for us. Jimmy went for a jog with Troy Blackburn earlier. No, this is good, guys. So, yeah, I mean, for my wrap up, I'm just gonna say I'm excited. This is, I mean, we've been talking about this for months now, literally. But this is the start of the Joe Burrow era in Cincinnati. I'm excited. I think my prediction earlier in the game was he's going to go out and have himself a ball game. I'm a little bit disappointed that the game's at 4 o'clock and not 1 o'clock. I have to sit through all these other games and to wait, but I'm stoked, guys. I wish I was there with you guys. You guys know we come down the last few years we've come down for the home opener. So I'm bummed that I'm not there with you guys in person, but I'm stoked for Joe Burrow.
And I'm excited for the season to start and excited for what we did. Is this episode 20 or something along that, since we kicked it off with the draft party? It's been fun. It's going to continue. I just want to remind everybody we're switching to Tuesday nights moving forward. So Tuesday, the 15th, which will be 2 days from today, same time, 8 p.m. But we want to remind everybody we're switching from Sundays to Tuesdays. We'll do a little recap from today. Probably show some pictures and videos of all the fun we had, talk about the big win we had over the Chargers, and then preview what we're going to be looking at for the Thursday night game. So friendly reminder, we look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Look forward to a great day, Joe Burrow's debut. And Jimmy, what you got?
So just to let everybody, I didn't tell Jamie or James this, but somehow, some way, just going to let everybody know now, we're going to be in Cleveland for the game Thursday night, guys. We're going to go live. Maybe not through the doing now, but time live or something from inside City Up North Stadium up there. So we're going to be up there. But just to let you know, I do have a prediction, guys. We're going to score 5 touchdowns, baby. 5 touchdowns.
Look at it.
Maybe Joe Mixon throws 3, and I'm sorry, yeah, Joe Burrow throws 3 and Joe Mixon runs for 2. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. This has been a lot of fun. All year, this has been fun. There's other fan virtual draft things going on. Go to Rebecca Toback Twitter page or Facebook page. She's got links there. Get involved in that. That starts at 3. Cincy Jungle, I think, is doing something as well around that time. Have fun. Make it a great day. Don't forget to support the Ken Anderson Alliance, guys. We are really trying to push to that $5,000 goal. We're about $3,000. We will be announcing that at halftime of today's game on our social media here. The Ken Anderson Alliance home office will be drawing that. We're not picking. They have a randomizer. Right now, I think we're about 250 tickets sold. Let's keep bumping that, guys. Let's help out a great charity in Cincinnati here. So that's it, guys. That's it. We appreciate it. Let's have a great day. It's going to be a great Bengal victory today. Have fun with the family and your friends. We will see everybody later.
Enjoy the game, guys. Two day.
Who day.